Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. My name is OBSY. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. This video is done in collaboration with Beauty, Brains and Banter, which I think she has changed her name on YouTube now if I'm not mistaken, but her name is Priscilla and I love her. She's an amazing soul, she's a sweet soul, and there was no other perfect person that I would have loved to do this video with. And I'm gonna link her video in the description box. She does fragrance videos as well as luxury videos, and I hope you guys check her out. I hope you guys follow her on Instagram as well. I'm going to leave her handle on the screen for you guys to see. She is beautiful, she is sweet, and she's a lively, joyful person, and I absolutely love her. So yeah, without taking so much of your time, I have a very nice interesting video for you guys. It's basically called Fun and Fragrance. We're going to be answering a bunch of questions with fragrances, and this video was actually inspired by Mona Katan. She's the one that I got the inspiration from. She did this video with Demi Rollins and I thought it was a very nice idea. Yeah, if you like to see this video, then make sure you keep on watching. Okay, so the first question I have here is basically, what was your first perfume? And my first perfume was by Lanvin, and it's called Marry Me, and I really love that fragrance. Although I don't have it with me here, like I don't have it in my collection, but I know that that was the first fragrance I actually bought with my own money, and this would be years ago. I'm talking about 10-11 years ago. It's an amazing fragrance, and I think if I have a sniff of it right now, it does bring back a lot of memories. And I know I used that for a while, like I used that for a very long time before I switched up to other fragrance, and it's very affordable as well. So if you've not tried that out, make sure you try it out. It's still in stores, I believe. I still see it in stores, so it's a very nice fragrance. I think you would like it. So my next question is, first perfume with your first love. I don't know if I have a first love. Do you guys believe in first loves? I'm just going to be telling you guys a perfume I've used with people that I've dated, or that reminds me of when I was in a relationship. So the first one is called YSL Black Opium, and this one definitely sends me back. This one I have here is the intense one, but the one I had back then was the original, which I still love till now. I don't know why I don't have it in my collection, but I still really love that fragrance, and I think that was the best out of all the flankers that they've released. That is definitely the best and top for me out of all the Black Opiums, and I think that you would like it as well. A lot of people have it in their collection, so let me not even talk too much about it. But this is the intense one, which has more coffee, which is stronger, less sweeter than the original. I like it, but I still prefer the original. The next one I have, this one is called the Sachet Crystal Noir. I really like this fragrance. It's a very soapy fragrance in my opinion, but there's a lot of pear, there's a lot of vanilla. It smells so good. I think this is my second or third time buying this fragrance. The Sachet Crystal Noir definitely takes me back. And the last one is the Marc Jacobs Decadence. This one, first of all, I love the bottle. Again, out of the flankers of the Decadence by Marc Jacobs, this is definitely my favorite. But I really like this one because this is really good. And again, I think there's pear inside of this. There's some green notes as well inside of this. You guys should definitely check out this fragrance. I think a lot of people obviously have this, and a lot of people love it. The next question is perfumes that remind you of your ex. Okay, so I don't have them with me. I think I just have one. The first one I'm going to say is the MFK Grand Soir. Like, guys, I don't know, I feel like this perfume on guys does a thing on me. MFK Grand Soir is definitely an amber fragrance, but like, it's a spicy amber fragrance. You guys do not sleep on MFK Grand Soir. I absolutely love this on a guy. The next one I really liked on him, or that reminds me of him, is the Dior Homme Intense, which a lot of people have raved about, and I really like that fragrance. It's a very strong fragrance. It's a tobacco fragrance as well. I love it, and I think if you check it out right now, I think they've come out with even more flankers. You should check it out. It smells really good. And the last one is Dior Savage. Of course, everybody knows the Dior Savage perfume that reminds you of your mom. God bless her soul. Well, I do not have any of the fragrances here, but the one fragrance that I know, or like, I'm going to give you guys three. So the first fragrance is the Marc Jacobs Lola, the one with the, I'm going to insert a picture. You know, Marc Jacobs always have like very nice decorative bottles. So the one that had like the purple bottle and like exaggerated cover or something, the Lola one, she really liked that one a lot, and I know I was the one that got her that fragrance. Next one is the Burberry Weekend, which I absolutely hate, but she used it. I don't know if she liked it it or not, but she used it. Now the last one is the Roberto Cavalli Just Cavalli. I do not have the actual fragrance, but I have the hand cream with me, and anytime I use the hand cream, it just reminds me of her. It really smells good, if I must say. And I feel like a lot of Cavalli fragrances are good, but right now it's not really hyped like before. Like, people don't really use it as much as it was raved about in the past. But yeah, those are the 3 fragrances that my mom used. First date fragrances, or things that I would recommend, fragrances that I would recommend on a first date. Of course, I always like to give options because, like I said earlier, I do not like to wear one fragrance. I always like to mix my fragrances. Anyways, I have 3 options here for you guys. The first one is going to be the Mon Guerlain Intense. So the Mon Guerlain Intense, which is this. You can see I've used a lot out of it, almost running out. I actually picked out both the original and the Intense because the Intense is more spicy. I feel like they've added more fruitiness to it, hence the color. So it's basically intense. It's very cozy. This is definitely a must-have, or I would recommend for a first day fragrance. You can either get this one, which is stronger in my opinion, definitely stronger than this one, or you just buy the original. Better still, buy both and mix the both of them. Next one I have here is the Michael Kors Starlight Shimmer. I picked out this one because it has that bubblegummy kind of vibe, but not really bubblegum. I like it. It's very creamy, it's very cozy, it's very seductive. It's like, for me, it just screams take it slow. I don't know if I'm making sense, but I really like this fragrance a lot. And I told you guys that I usually mix this with the Kayali Sweet Diamond because the dry down really reminds me of this particular fragrance. Now the last fragrance that I'm going to show you guys is definitely the La Belle by Jean Paul Gaultier. This is definitely a very beautiful fragrance, very sweet, very seductive in my opinion, and very long lasting as well. I definitely do not regret buying this particular fragrance. I don't mind wearing this a lot because it's very strong, it's very spicy, it's a lot of vanilla, it's very sweet, it's very seductive, it's very cozy, and it's definitely a perfect first date fragrance. The next question is, what would I recommend for a job interview? I would definitely go with YSL Libre. The reason I'll go with this because it's not so strong, it's long lasting. First of all, you don't want to go with something that is very strong for a job interview. You don't want to be very overpowering because you don't know if other people react to fragrances. I think you should just go with something that is very safe, that screams your personality, as well as long lasting. You can go with the original, but I picked out the Intense just because I felt like the Intense is obviously stronger than the original. People have mixed feelings about this particular fragrance, but I really like the fragrance a lot. I just chose the Intense for this particular video just because I feel like you want a fragrance that would last long, and of course an Intense fragrance would definitely last long. The next question is basically the fragrance that I will always go with, or fragrances that always go with me wherever I go. Of course, no other than my MFK Baccarat Rouge 540. I don't know who doesn't like MFK Baccarat Rouge 540. Of course, there are a lot of dupes of this fragrance, but the original is one fragrance that will always go with me wherever I go. Like, I just really like the fragrance a lot. I like how it sits on my skin. I like how it projects. Definitely always will go with me wherever I go. This is the Montel Intense Pepper, and this, oh my god, like, I don't know why I slept on this particular fragrance. I don't think I can go anywhere without this fragrance. This fragrance, I think, is one of the most complimented fragrances that I own right now. Anytime I wear this, I feel like I'm almost running out, but anytime I wear this, it's like everybody keeps complimenting me. But I just really like particular scent because it's very unique. It doesn't smell like anything I have in my collection. And of course, my Arabian Tonka. So I'm definitely going to have these two. I always wear these two together. Now the next question is your favorite or my favorite celebrity fragrance. I think a lot of people will agree with me on this particular one. Ariana Grande does like the best fragrances. I do not know how. So yeah, I have to actually hear with me. A lot of people actually like the Ariana Grande Cloud. This is what it looks like. I have run out. I have used everything up. Like, this was actually my work fragrance. I really liked it. It smelled like, or it smells like the Baccarat Rouge. Definitely a dupe for the Baccarat Rouge 540, but it has more coconut in it. It has more vanilla in it. It's just more summer vibes for me. And then the next one that I actually just got, which I've almost run out as well because I always get the 30 ml, is the Ariana Grande Thank You Next. It's amazing. Like, this is an amazing fragrance. Of course, I really like the bottle as well, and they actually have really nice creative bottles. It has vanilla, it has I think marshmallow or macaroons. Yeah, it smells really edible, smells very creamy, smells very musky as well. I love this fragrance a lot. Very affordable, should I say. So Ariana Grande fragrances are actually very affordable. Fragrance that I feel sexiest in. This was a very hard one for me for some reason. I don't know why, because I feel like my mood literally changes or it fluctuates. Sometimes I might feel like smelling very strong and very woody today. Tomorrow it might be something fresh and I just feel sexy and fresh floral that is not too intoxicating, and other times I just need something that's extremely sweet. So it just depends on my mood. Ultimately, when I looked at my whole fragrance stash, I knew that this was one fragrance that no matter when I wear this, it just screams sexiness. Like, this is the Maison Micallef Glamour. It's an amazing fragrance. Like, it is not just sweet, but it's sweet, but then it has a lot of strong notes that accompany it. So this fragrance is so nice, and I definitely feel very sexy in it whenever I wear it. And whenever I wear this fragrance, I don't even need to like mix it with other fragrances. It does a lot for me. It projects very well. People would smell. I get a lot of compliments on this particular fragrance. I really love it. And I don't know, people don't really speak on this particular fragrance a lot for some reason. I don't know why. The last question is fragrance I love to smell on a man. Personally, I love to smell a well-balanced, sweet and woody fragrance. Now that's why I really like the MFK Grand Soir on a guy, because it's not just so sweet, but then the amber brings out the sweetness. I know there's no oud in this fragrance, but there's just something that gives it a very niche fragrance vibe, and like it lasts long. It doesn't smell cheap whatsoever. Obviously it's not a cheap fragrance, but the Grand Soir MFK is an amazing fragrance on a guy. I love to smell sweet fragrances on guys for some reason, and any oud fragrance, to be honest. Like even the Parfums de Marly Herod actually does really well on guys as well. Tuscan Leather by Tom Ford is an amazing fragrance, and I love to smell leather fragrance. And basically, yeah, oud, leather and sweet, anything sweet, vanilla or amber actually makes a guy look and smell expensive. Of course, like without saying so much, it does a lot of talking. It projects a lot. It makes me feel like your bank account is loaded. But yeah, Tuscan Leather by Tom Ford. Of course, there's a dupe True Leather from Zara. If you want to try out leather fragrance for the first time and you've never tried it out, try out Zara True Leather, because at least it's affordable and you can definitely have a feel of what Tuscan Leather would smell like, because that's a dupe. And then the last one, Armani Because It's You, I think. Because It's You Intense, absolutely intense. This particular fragrance is like the top for me for guys. Like, it smells amazing. It has the right perfect blend of tobacco and amber or vanilla. It has something sweet in there. I really like how it smells. It definitely lasts long on the skin. It projects really good. I love to smell good. I feel like a guy should always smell good. It speaks volumes about you. So don't sleep on your fragrances, guys, as well as ladies, please. Yeah, so that's it for the questions. I really had fun filming this particular video. I don't know, for some reason I wish she was here physically present with me so that we can actually bounce ideas back and forth, but I would still love for you guys to check out her video because it's interesting. Like, it's very nice to see how fragrances can just describe certain scenarios or certain times and periods in our lives, and even remind us of different things that we may have forgotten or that we want to remember, if I do say so myself. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to also check out Priscilla's channel. I think you guys will love it. Don't forget to subscribe to her channel as well. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram. I'm going to leave the handle on the screen for you guys to see, and I will see you in my next video.